Hiya. So today's video is actually on how to prepare your birth space for having a home birth. So this is sort of taking the idea that you've spoken to the midwife and it's in your ideas and your thoughts to actually go ahead with it. Bearing in mind you can always change your mind. Excuse me. So there are a few things that are worth considering having to hand and sort of getting ready for when you are actually having your baby. The midwives themselves bring everything that they need, all the medical equipment that you can have at home, they bring with them. So that is sort of off your thoughts. The next thing that you can think about on sort of paperwork side is your notes. Have your notes to hand and the phone numbers that you're going to need to phone when you're sort of in what you think might be labour. The next thing to have is your birth plan or your birth focus. Have that to hand so that you can show the midwives when they arrive. One of the other things that is really good to prepare is snacks. Snacks for you, snacks for your husband or your birth partner, snacks for the midwives. I need to post a picture. I've got a really good shot that my husband took of our kitchen table when I first went into labour with my first, and it's got like sandwiches and fruit and biscuits and all sorts of things on there, because sometimes it can take a while to have your baby. And again, one of the nice things about being at home is you've got your own sort of snacks to graze on and things like that, but the midwives are also there too. So it's really nice to think about what they might want to have. Plenty of tea and coffee. Other things to consider are what you might be wearing. Comfortable clothes, easy to take on and off. Being at home, again, you've got your own options. I found I took most of mine off. I was in my pair of my husband's pants because they were bigger and they fit me, and that was pretty much all at times because yeah, it's nice, you're in your own space, you can. And on the note of clothes, hospital bag. Your hospital bag, even if you are planning a home birth, is always good to have in the car or at the front door ready, because you may choose to go in. You may think, actually, I'm quite up for going into hospital to the labour ward. I need a bit of support or something different, or it might be a medical reason. But either way, the bag is there and ready to go. So that's another thing. Moving on from your bag, you could think about your car, actually getting the car ready just in case. So the car seat for baby, make sure it's got petrol in it, make sure you know where you're going if you do need to transfer. Those are things to sort of tick off. What else? I've got a list because I don't want to forget anything. Oh, shower curtains and Inco pads, things like that. It's not a messy affair having a baby at all, but it is good to have something around that you can put down so that it doesn't matter if it gets messy. It's easy then to clear up as well. So things like an old shower curtain or a new shower curtain is really good to have just to put on the floor. And like I say, the midwives come with Inco pads, those little incontinence sheets. But I got myself some before as well. I had some in the bed just in case my waters broke, and they went on the sofa, I think, when I was there. So things like that can be really useful for you. Spare towels and sheets if you were having a water birth. You might want extra towels when you get out. And also you can get a bit chilly after birth, so some blankets. All these things are lovely to have. What else? Oh, birth ball. Have you got a birth ball? If you haven't yet, they're great for pregnancy. And especially during labour. And when you're at home, you can use it in so many multiple ways wherever you are in the house. So your birth ball is another one. What else have we got down here? Oh, hot water bottle and or TENS machine. Those are some things that you can have on hand. Warm water in your hot water bottle can be lovely on your back. Again, TENS machine does what it says on the tin. They're really good to have close by. This could all be with your hospital bag or in like a box ready to go for on the day. And also something to consider or not to consider is the size of your house. It really doesn't matter what you're birthing in. A lot of people end up in the bathrooms, which are quite often the smallest rooms, or your bedroom because that's where you're most comfortable. So don't worry about what your house looks like or what accessibility it is, because the reason you're there is because it's your environment and that's where you're comfortable. It doesn't have to look a certain way at all. So I think that has sort of covered everything. So just to recap, shower curtains, birth balls, hospital bags, snacks, comfy clothes, bikinis if you're having a water bath, your birth pool if you're having a birthing pool rather, and that might be it. If there's anything else, I'm sure I'll do another video on it. But other than the medical stuff and things that you might want to transfer later, really, that's all you need. I'm going to do another video on actually preparing this birth space itself, because that's great. Again, I think I've said before, whether you are going into hospital or staying home fully. So this is really just about the sort of practical things that you might want to consider. I hope it was helpful. Have a good day. Take care, guys. Bye.